lot of things about lines and dimensioning, how to make a dimension for the particular drawings, real drawings, artistic drawings, everything we are going to see about the basics, habits, lines, also dimension. Initially, we need to know something about the drawing. Drawing is the way of conveying the ideas through the systematic lines of the that means the drawing can be an artistic drawing, whether the artist draws by own dimension, own realities. That's about the view and the point of view of the artist. That is called artistic drawing. The engineering drawing is nothing but the creation of drawings by using set of symbols, set of instructions, and set of things that is formulated and how to do by using the ISO standards. So that is called engineering drawings. Engineering drawing, technical drawing, which fully and clearly define requirements of an engineering items. More than merely the drawing of pictures, it is also a language that graphical language that communicates ideas and information from one mind to another. Representation of engineering objects, building, roads, machines, etc. This is the component that claims that we see that this is the engineering drawing used in particular industry, that is automobile industry. Each and every local corner is represented here. The next types of engineering drawings, geometrical drawings, that is square, fluid drawings, etc. Plain geometrical drawing, that is two-dimensional drawing having only length and the solid geometrical drawing, that is three-dimensional drawing having length, breadth, and thickness, that is isometric drawing. The mechanical drawing, there is nothing but mechanics, machines, machine parts, civil drawing, there is roads, building, bridges, canals, etc. Before the construction or before converting into a product, we have to do drawings. Then from the drawing, we can able to convert it into a product by using uh, instruments. Then electrical electronics drawings, everything that is comes under the engineering drawing. Application of engineering drawing ships. Even though we are constructing a ship, before that we have to know each and every place of the ship by using drawing. This is the application of engineering drawing in ships. Automobiles, each and every parts is manufactured, then can be assembled, then it converted into automotive parts, bikes, etc. Construction. Before the construction process starting, we have to plan, approval plan by using drawings. Drawing instruments. Drawing instruments we are using are drawing board, drawing sheets, then drawing sheet holders, set squares, 45-degree and 30 to 60 degree. Large size compass, small bow compass, large size divider, and then protractor, scales, French curves, drawing pencils, sandpapers, erasers, drawing pins and clips, sellotapes, dusters, drafting machine, sketchbook, roller, scale, pencil sharpener, sheet holder, etc. Drawing types of sheets. The A0 size is the initial sheet, that is trimmed size from 844 mm into 1189 mm. Untrimmed size is 880 into 1230 mm. A1 size. Then A0 is cut shortened into A1. Then A1 is cut shortened into A2. Then after that A2 is cut shortened to A3. Then after that A4 size. These are the sizes of papers that's coming from the drawing sheets. While we are coming to the layout of the drawing sheet, the layout bordering is 30 on the side of the left side and 20 from top and bottom and the right side. The title block that presents in right side corner of the bottom. Title block name, roll number, semester, section, subject date, grades. These are all things we can able to border in the drawing sheet. according to the use of pen and pencil and the size. Types of drawing. For pencil, the lines can be divided into two groups. Medium lines, then thin lines. Medium lines is the outlines, dotted lines, cutting plane lines. Then thin lines are about center lines, section lines, dimensioning lines, extension lines, construction lines, etc. Otherwise, thick lines, yeah, that is used for visible outlines or edges. Otherwise, thin lines, that is for dimension line, projection line, leader lines, hatching lines, outlines, then short center lines. Then freehand sketching, we are using continuous thin freehand lines. Then continuous thin zigzag lines we are using for long break lines. Whether the uh, image of the product we can't able to draw in the entire sheet, we can use for continuous thin zigzag lines. Then dashed thick lines, that is for hidden outlines, hidden edges. Then dashed thin lines, chain thin and thick at the ends. Then chain thick lines, chain thin double dashed lines. Then we can see some application of various types of lines. Here we are using cross-section lines, center lines, outlines, edge lines, visible lines, continuous zigzag lines. Everything we have used, we can see this application from this slide. Then next, you can see some locus lines, short break lines, chain thick lines, section lines, hatching lines, everything in this slide. Then lettering. While we are coming to the lettering process, the incline single stroke letters, incline slope 75 degrees with horizontal. Main title 6 to 8 mm, subtitles 3 to 6 mm, notes dimensions, drawing numbers, everything we can use by sizes that is given by the ISO formats. You can see the letterings that is displayed with how we can able to write numbers and letters. Dimensioning, functional dimensions, that is indicate sizes, the length, breadth and height, diameters, everything. Then after the datum dimension lines we can use at the end of the dimension of the drawing. Then notations of dimension, extension lines. The extension line is the important thing we have to give at the end of the drawing object. At both ends we have to give extension lines. Then the dimension line that comes between the extension lines. The dimension line ensures the product dimension, that is length, breadth or height, everything. Then the arrowheads are very important, that is that comes by the ratio of 3:1 ratio. The symbol for the diameter is given, that is 12, that comes here, there is a 12 to note two holes symbol diameter, the symbols crossed O, that is diameter symbol, that is 12. And leader lines, that is comes from the diameter of the inside holes, that is the leader lines. Okay, then next you can see briefly about the dimension line, that is indicate the measurement. Then extension line, that is the outline of the object extending. Then arrow has 3:1 ratio, already we have seen that one. Then nodes, leader lines, that is connected lines of the dimension figures uh, inside holes and everything. Symbols, some marks on the drawing says times and levels, use of dimensioning, possible all dimensions should be given in millimeters, counting the abbreviation mm. So we have to give there all dimensions should be in mm. We have to write at the bottom of the page. That ensures that abbreviation mm cannot be used anywhere in the drawings. That is, only one lines will be enough. If another unit is used, only the dimension should be written there. So maximum we are going to give only one dimension, that should be mm. You can use it anywhere in the drawings. The plus or minus 0 is omitted. You can give 0.75 or point. 0.25 or 0.50, everything we can give the drawing. Then this is the placing of dimension series. Chain dimensioning is given in the left hand side, that is 20, 15, 25. Everything will be denoted by using chain. Then parallel, we can use one by one. Parallel from the, we can take from one left hand side of the corner or right hand side of the corner, we can give from the place to end of the area of the drawing. Then combined, we can give both combined dimension. Then progressive, we can give from each and every area, we can give the progressive dimension. We can give 0, we can take from one side 0, we can give 30, 45, 60, like that. That is the progressive dimensioning. The ways of placing the dimension is series. Dimensions are arranged in a straight line means chain dimensioning. Smaller dimension is placed nearer the view, that is parallel dimensioning. Combining of both chain and parallel, that is combined dimensioning. From one datum or surface selected which reaches 0, all the dimensions are referred to that is called progressive. When coming to the rules, all the dimensions necessary for the correct functioning of the part should be expressed directly on the drawing. Every dimension should be given, but none should be given more than once. Dimension should be placed on the view where it is used is shown more clearly. We must give clear dimension only. Diamond should be placed outside the view as far as possible. Mutual crossing of dimension lines and dimension between hidden should be avoided. Avoid any cross lines. An outline or center line should never be used as a dimension line. Iron system of dimensioning is recommended always. Dimension line should be drawn at least 8 mm away from the outlines and from each other. The extension line should be extended by about 3 mm beyond the dimension line. When the space is too narrow, the arrowhead may be placed outside, and also a dot may be used to replace the arrowheads. Different size of circles, diameter 10, diameter 20. Arcs can be given by radii, respective radii placed at the corner. Then section of rod is known as below. Sphere, angular dimension can be given. Length of the cord, length of the arc, method of dimension of chamfers, the end of the chamfering area. Then taper surface, we can give the slope, taper 1:20 ratio.